So here we have the distance and the midpoint formulas, and again this is more of planar geometry that you'll see. So if I do draw y-axis here and x-axis here, and let's take some point, for instance 1, 2, and then this point could be 8, 6. So really now, if we were to find the distance between these 2 points, we're really finding this, right? Now, there's obviously a horizontal distance and a vertical distance, which this is the horizontal and this is the vertical. So if we think about it, the vertical will always be perpendicular to the base, and really this forms a right-angled triangle. And so exactly when we're finding the distance, we're really using the Pythagorean theorem in that sense, because we're finding the measure of the horizontal component and the measure of the vertical component, and then obviously using the Pythagorean theorem we can get the distance, which is really the distance formula. So the distance formula is the square root of x minus x1 square plus y minus y1 square. And really there's no need for you to mess with your mind which one's x and which one's x1, which one's y, which one's y1, because even if you were to subtract 1 from 8 or 8 from 1, when you square the result, it's really going to give you the same thing. So it doesn't really matter if 1 minus 8 gives you -7, because if you square that, it gives you 49. 8 minus 1 is 7, squaring that is 49. So these variables should not confuse you. You're really just subtracting one x coordinate point from another. And same thing with the y. So in this case, you could do 1 minus 8, which is -7, -7 square, plus, and then we have 2 minus 6, which is -4 square. Now that is equal to 49 plus 16, and we're doing it square root. And so this is the square root of 65. Right, so you would say that this is basically the length of or the distance from these 2 points. That's root 65 units. Now say you were to find the midpoint. Really the midpoint is defined as the point that is exactly in between these 2 points, 1, 2 and 8, 6. Really the formula is you're finding the average. You're finding the average of the x coordinates and the average of the y coordinates. So for instance, if we were to find the midpoint here, it would be 1 plus 8 divided by 2, comma 2 plus 6 divided by 2. And again, it's just because you're adding that 2x coordinates and dividing it by 2, because you're finding their average, and you're doing the same thing with the y coordinates. So this gives us 9 over 2, which is really 4.5, and then 8 over 2 gives us 4. So this would be the midpoint, and this is the distance for these 2 points. And really, if you were in quadrant 2, 3, 4, the same formulas would apply. Thanks for watching.